Picture this. A recording studio somewhere far, far away.
Welcome, Watchers of Illusion, to my Castle of Confusion. I'm looking at another original game on the ZX Spectrum today, and it looks quite good. I think it's Retro Souls by the look of the game, but here we go. So, now, from what I can from what I can gather, you play the little white character there, which is what I'm controlling there. And you've basically got to collect those little dots, bouncing up and down, which apparently are jelly beans. Now, this is absolutely stunning on the Spectrum. Look at it! Look at it! And this was to 2014, this game. And basically the idea is that you've got to collect everything on the screen by using swaps. Now, when I say swaps, it means that the little grey guy that you can see on the opposite side of the screen, mirroring my movements, like that, means that you can get to otherwise inaccessible areas. I've just fudged that up. But yes, so we're going to look at all the general stuff from the game, and we're going to have a little playthrough, and hopefully you guys will like it enough to go and get it yourselves, because it's well, from what I can tell so far, it's quite good fun. So you can see the little jelly beans bouncing up and down. So you've got these purple ones at the moment. I don't know whether there'll be other ones later on, but knowing Retro Souls the way I know their gameplay, is that there will be twists and things coming later. So it's really simple setup, and graphically it's really nice. The only thing, I don't know why it's in such a small playing area, but never mind. You'll still get the point. So let's have a look at it graphically. It is, without doubt, I mean, it's a Retro Souls game. It's just like Old Tower. It's got the same sort of aesthetics as that, which work for me. Simplicity is the key. Now, I do believe that they've released... Have they released this on any other systems? I'm not sure. I'll have to research that one. But yeah, it's very simple. You've just got to collect everything on the screen, avoiding those nasty skulls, and yeah, getting from one end of the screen to the other, sort of. So you can see here we've now got new obstacles in the way where the floor vanishes. Now your doppelganger over there, he cannot be killed, so use that to your advantage. But look at the graphics, they're really nice. The sprites are really cool. I love the bouncing skulls, they're brilliant. So we've got to basically get that last one now, so I'm going to wait for all the skulls to sort of bounce back my way, and then I'm going to switch over and boom, done. Yeah. And then just, yeah, going to drop down there and there. There we go. And it's nice as well, because it's done on a password system, so you can actually just sort of save your progress. It just means you've got to write down the passwords as they come. But that's not really an issue, is it, boys and girls? But yeah, on the whole, oops, I screwed that up, never mind. By the way, if I lose all my lives, I'll start again, so don't worry. But it's really, really nice. The level layout's really nice. The design's cool. The colours are really smashing as well, which is great to see on a specky title. Now, the only thing for me, I'm actually playing this on a Mega Drive pad, because why not? Is that it's a bit twitchy at times for me. So if I die sort of going up and down ladders, that's why. It doesn't quite hit the mark sometimes. But there we are. I will get my my Competition Pro set back up at some point. But there we are. So very nice, very smooth as well. Nice, and it's fun. And it taxes your brain a bit too, which is always a nice thing with games, because you want a bit of a challenge. Talking of challenges, I think I might have... Yeah, I have screwed up. So let's go into the controls. It's basically left, right, up, down. And then you've got your button to switch places with your doppelganger. Now, you can't reset the levels, which is strange, because that's normally a Retro Souls sort of standard. This time they've gone for lives, which, you know, I don't mind that at all, because it means that you've got to be a little bit more careful with what you're doing. So I think I might have just screwed that up as well. Yes. Oh well. So this is one of those games where you learn as you go along, and I really quite like that about this game. The fact that nothing is ever obvious, and when you think it's obvious, it's not. So get used to that. but you do learn, and the learning curve is actually pretty sweet, to be quite honest. I just managed to get that before I hit the skull. I thought I was actually going to die then, but never mind. So now you can see we've got white jelly beans, and I think... okay. So I'm going to have to probably kill myself again, because I've not... yeah, I've bodged that up already, because I can't get him across to the other side. Never mind. Let's pick up the rest of the ones that I can get hold of. Now, music and sound's very good as well. The soundtrack that plays as you jauntily go along is actually very cool. You can probably hear it in the background anyway, but if I get to the point with the review where I've said enough and I put it on for a bit extra for you, then I will put in a... I will pump the volume up for you, and you can have a listen to that. But the music and sound is really nice. Doesn't get in the way at all. You know, some games are a bit too much on sound, aren't they? And you know, you end up having too much of it. So yeah, it's brain power, this game. You just got to watch those skulls at every point. So basically, I'm going to swap places here. I'm going to go down the ladder and drop off. Simples. Right, not everything is as simple as that on this game, so just be aware of that, but the learning curve is very nice. The replay value on this game is second to none. I think you guys are going to enjoy this one. For all of you guys that are completionists, get in there, have a go. Let me know how you get on as well. I will put the link to the game in the description, so please pop along and get yourself a copy of this, because it's very good. And yeah, I mean, gameplay's brilliant. It's difficult to go wrong with this game. It's very well thought out. The music's amazing. The actual graphics are simple, but they work so well. The mechanics of the game are very good. Also, because if you take the floor away, the skulls can't actually get to you. So that's another thing that's quite nice. So we're gonna finish off this level fairly quickly now. Look. So once you've got the hang of it, levels become a lot easier, a lot quicker, and you can find your own way of maximising the time that you've got on the screen. Now, there is no timer, but you know, you might want to be doing speed runs or whatever you want to do with the game. It's absolutely up to you. And bugger, never mind. So you can see that was a point where my joystick wouldn't go downwards. That sounded that sounded worse than it meant to. Anyway. Yeah, and it's only one player, but you can multiplay, as you know. Just make your own rules. Do you want to have your friends take over when you lose a life? Because, you know, if you have 4 friends over, or 3 friends plus yourself, then, you know, you've got the scope then to be able to turn it into a multiplayer game. And we love our multiplayer games, don't we, folks? Yes. And friends. We like friends as well. So, yeah, there you have it. This is... very good, and I would say that the age group, you could pretty much play at any given age, but you might have to help the younger ones along a little bit. That's the only thing I'm going to say, because you can see for yourself it can be tricky, but at the same time it can be very rewarding. So it would help with sort of coordination and stuff like that, so it's worth a shot. I mean, I would probably say 5 years up would be perfect, and if you want to try lower, then certainly go for that and see how you get on. So I've basically now got to, I've got 1 teleport left, so I'm going to get these beans here. I really love the skeleton design as well, very nice. And the colour scheme's good as well. It looks like a big strawberry that you're on there. So just go collect these, and we are moving on. There you are. Get the hang of this now. So, all in all, I would say that this is one of those games that you want to at least play once. Although I will come back to this and play it again in my own time, because I think, you know, it's one of those games that deserves a little bit more. And I think I bodged that up. It deserves your time and attention, because it's just blummin' great. And you know, these guys put a lot of time into these games, so it's worth spending your time giving them their time back, making it worth their while. Because they don't get paid for this. This is why you sort of can name your own price. But if you're feeling generous, you know, drop a couple of quid down, whatever. You know, it's good for the developers. It's good for your morality and all that kind of stuff. So grab yourself a copy, please. Go and download the game. And I would like to hear from you. Have you actually played this game yet? Have you played it before? Have you seen it at all anywhere else, like another review perhaps? And do you agree with my... Oh dear. Yes, do you agree with what I've been saying about it? I would love to hear from you in the comments. Please, please, please drop a comment and I will reply to you. And if you've got any further suggestions for games to have a look at, let me know, because I'm always up for a good bit of game swapping advice from you guys. You are awesome. Didn't need to use a swap there at all. That was quite nice. It's always good to hear from you retroholics, and a lot of the time you come up with some really nice general info that I didn't know. So, you know, we're pulling together as a channel, we're pulling together as a community, and that is very important, I think, especially in this day and age where everything's so uncertain that we have to all stick together. So yes, I hope you have enjoyed this review, because I've certainly enjoyed playing it and bringing it to you. And I really hope you go off and make your own opinion of it and have a play yourself. Plays on a real Spectrum, or you can download and play on an emulator. That which no problem. Oops, that was silly. Anyway, never mind. So here we are. Yes. Yeah, so that's about it from me, I think, this time round. I will be back very soon. I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than I have been. So expect the reviews to start picking up in speed again. And I hope you've been enjoying them so far. Remember, the Dungeon of Drax is coming. So if you've got any games that you absolutely loathe that I haven't already thrown into the old Dungeon of Drax, let me know. And I will certainly throw them in and lock the door for you. Keep me up to date. I will speak to you again very soon, folks. And until next time, you keep it retro. And as always, from me, it's bye for now. Ta-da!
Incoming transmission.